Have you ever looked up at the vast, endless sky and wondered why it's so far away? It wasn't always like this. Long, long ago, in a time when the world was new, the sky was so close you could reach out and touch it. It was like a soft, fluffy blanket hanging just above our heads. Back then, the sky wasn't just air and clouds. It was a source of endless food. People didn't need to farm or hunt. Whenever they were hungry, they would simply tear off a piece of the sky, and it tasted like their favorite food. A piece for breakfast might taste like warm bread, while a piece for dinner could taste like a savory stew. Life was easy, and everyone was happy. The god of the sky, looking down, was pleased to see humanity so well cared for. But there was one simple rule: take only what you need. Never take more than you can eat. For a long time, people respected this rule. They were grateful for the sky's generosity and lived in harmony with it. However, as time went on, a woman named Aiden began to grow greedy. She loved the taste of the sky so much that she couldn't help herself. One day, she thought, why take just a small piece? I'll take a huge chunk, so I won't have to come back for a while. Despite the warnings of her friends and family, she tore off an enormous piece of the sky, far more than she could ever eat in one sitting. She ate and ate until she was stuffed, but there was still a mountain of sky food left over. She tried to force herself to eat more, but she couldn't. She offered it to her neighbors, but they had already taken their share for the day and were full. Nobody wanted her leftovers. Panicked, Aiden didn't know what to do. The rule was clear: nothing should be wasted. She tried to hide the leftover piece, but it was too big. The delicious sky food began to spoil, turning sour and attracting flies. It was a terrible waste. The god of the sky saw this. The waste, the greed, it was a deep insult. The sky itself, feeling hurt and disrespected, began to tremble. A voice boomed from above: you were given a gift of trust and sustenance. You were asked for one simple thing in return: to not be wasteful. But your greed has broken this trust. Slowly, majestically, the sky began to rise. People watched in horror as their source of life and comfort pulled away. They reached up, crying out, begging it to stay, but it was too late. The sky rose higher and higher, pulling the clouds and the sun with it, until it settled far, far away, where it remains to this day. From that day on, humanity had to learn to work for their food. They had to till the land, plant seeds, and hunt in the forests. Life became harder, a constant struggle for survival. And whenever they felt the ache in their backs from a long day of labor, they would look up at the distant sky and remember the lesson they had learned. This story isn't just about why the sky is far away. It's a timeless reminder about greed, respect, and the consequences of taking more than we need. It teaches us to be grateful for the resources we have and to use them wisely. Maybe the sky isn't feeding us directly anymore, but the earth still provides. The question is, are we honoring its gifts, or are we repeating the same mistakes? What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more tales from around the world. Thanks for watching.